Hi, I'm Aaron Halimi, the founder and president of Renewable Properties. What's the deal with the Advanced Clean Transportation Conference that was in Anaheim this past week? This was my second year attending this conference, and here's my hot take. Before I do that, I want to introduce my sidekick, Ezra. This nascent market was definitely a little bit challenging, just like handling this baby. So I thought it makes a lot of sense for him to join me today. So despite policy headwinds, the commercial EV market is still moving forward. But deals are getting done. Yes, deals are getting done, buddy. Local and regional policy is becoming the priority for fleets and developers as there's continued uncertainty at the federal level. State and local governments are stepping up and filling a need. Lower cost Class 8 trucks, big 18-wheelers, for those not familiar, from Windrows and Tesla are starting to hit the street at very low prices, $250,000 compared to other vendors that are in the 400 to 500s. One of my fellow OG solar contacts that's now in the EV space compared these new trucks as game-changing as it was in the early days of utility solar, when we all moved from fixed tilt to single access trackers. It completely changed the game and value proposition for developers. There are even newer entrants in the low-cost, light, and medium-duty fleet vehicle sector as well. Aside from cool new trucks and vehicles, there are some interesting applications around modular deployment of charging infrastructure. That's not to say the conference was all rainbows and butterflies, similar to having a small child at home. Attendance seemed down year over year, and the expo hall felt a bit empty. For those focused on hydrogen vehicles, it seems like there's not many OEMs left and that it's unclear what the future holds for those still at the table. California's removal of the ACF legislation, which I've reported on in the past, was still on everyone's mind. We met with some of the largest national fleets in the country, and the rollback has provided them with some breathing room to slow roll a bit and focus on EV projects outside of California. But in the end, the rollback hasn't changed their zero emission goals. The general takeaway is that with still in early innings of the EV fleet market, similar to the early innings I'm in with Ezra, which is very reminiscent of solar back when I got into the space in 2008. For those of you that were around the industry back then, know that a nascent market will produce some winners and losers, and those that are well capitalized, established, and have a track record will generally prevail and capitalize on the opportunities that present themselves. That's all the more reason why I remain excited about the prospects for RP in developing EV infrastructure for medium and heavy-duty fleets throughout the United States. And that's what's the deal.